Hello and welcome back to Mega Reacts. Today we're going to be watching Babylon 5, Season 3, Episode 18. Last episode was a two-parter. And wow. wow. I was not prepared for the greatness that was War Without End Part 1 and 2. You tried to warn me. You tried to prepare me. You did not. It was beyond anything I expected. It was so damn good. We saw the past, we saw the present, we saw the future, we saw the past that was someone's future. We revisited Babylon 4 and a previous episode that we got to see from a different angle, and everything was explained in a satisfactory, smart, clever way, which is so unusual in television now. This is definitely not written by Mr. Kurtzman, who doesn't know how to write shit other than Fringe. Fringe is pretty good, but I'm guessing he didn't have a lot to do with Fringe. That's the only rationale I can come up with. But it was fantastic. Such a good episode. We now have the Holy Trinity. Sinclair, Delenn, Sheridan. Past, present, future. We saw Londo as emperor of a destroyed Centauri empire, being controlled by some sort of parasite that cannot hold its liquor. Jakar does strangle him. Out of kindness, though, they strangle each other. They both die in each other's arms, like lovers, even though they're not. I'm just playing. But yeah, it was absolutely insane. Insane. Yeah. And they basically have told us Sheridan's gonna die at the ruins of whatever it's called, Makhadun or whatever. Sounds like something after something out of Dune. The Rahahari or something. I don't know. It's fantastic though. It was so good. It was so good. And I don't know where we go after that. I would assume we're gonna get kind of a story of the week episode, because they just closed up a large chunk of storyline and we still haven't even got to the end of season 3 yet. That wasn't the season finale. That was just let's just do a two-parter with like 4 episodes left to go in season 3, because as awesome as this isn't even going to close out the season. No, this isn't closing out the season. This is just a little appetizer for what's to come. Holy shit, Babylon 5, you rock. Nothing else to say. Let's get into this episode. But before we do, come on this journey with me. Like, comment, share, subscribe. Patreon link in the description below. This is Mega. Let's get into it.
By treaty, all non-warships will be turned over to
the treaties with Earth.
Sorry,
we're not part of Earth.
You got a problem? Call Earth. If they hadn't forced us to break away, we wouldn't need a mutual protection agreement.
And what guarantees will you give me that the cruiser will not open fire on a Centauri vessel as it approaches Babylon 5?
It's the same guarantee I gave when I said that none of the other Narns would break into your quarters in the middle of the night and slit your throat.
Mr. Garibaldi, you have never given me that promise.
You're right. Sleep tight.
Oh my, you are such a thug, Garibaldi.
I just arrived, and I heard about Ambassador Kosh. I was hoping someone here could tell me what happened.
I'm afraid that information is confidential.
Look, I know he's dead. I'm not going to say anything to anyone. I was his aide.
Walkabout.
I thank you for this, Jakar.
Like in the Outback?
I've been on the run for so long I haven't.
That is the 3rd or 4th episode of season 1 of Lost.
You deserve, but
Walkabout. John Locke. Good episode.
Breen.
You've managed to import Breen from Homeworld. How?
It isn't actually Breen.
The smell, the taste.
It's an Earth food. They are called Swedish meatballs. It's a strange thing, but every sentient race has its own version of these Swedish meatballs. I suspect it's one of those great universal mysteries which will either never be explained, or which would drive you mad if you ever learned the truth.
The Vorlons.
So
put them on every planet. Does this actor play Ethan on Buffy? He might not. I'm going to have to look it up after if I remember. Because he reminds me of the guy who played Ethan, who was one of Giles's arch nemesis.
I wish we could have met under better
I like the
circumstances.
purple look.
I didn't know Ambassador Kosh as well as I might have wished. I'm not sure anyone did, really. But we were enriched by his presence, and we are all diminished by his loss. Before you go, your government neglected to tell me your name. How should I refer to you when we're alone? Kosh. Ah, yes, I understand that's how we're to refer to you publicly, but privately?
Kosh.
Ambassador
What if they are all
Kosh is
Kosh?
dead?
We are all Kosh.
Yeah, right? Like a shared consciousness and forms.
Well, he's a
One of the whole.
right?
Yep.
I realized I didn't have any idea who I was when I wasn't being a doctor, and I think I was using the stems to avoid facing that. Now I gotta fix it.
How?
By going walkabout. I mean, the Foundation adopted the idea from the Aborigines back on Earth. The theory is, if you separated from yourself, you start walking, and you keep walking till you meet yourself. Then you sit
Rainbow
down,
Serpent, the Dreamland. I know all about the Aboriginal
talk about everything that you've
culture.
learned,
It's kind of interesting.
everything that you felt.
I could learn more,
and you
but I do
talk
know a
until
bit.
you run out of words. Now that's vital, because the real important things can't be said.
You know how crazy this sounds? You're a doctor, a scientist.
And
And what?
exactly.
You can be a scientist and a spiritualist. They're not, exclusive patterns of thought. What do you see, New Kosh? Markings of death?
I'd heard you arrived. I was just coming to see you.
Where?
I'm sorry. I wasn't here. I was doing what he told me to do. He wasn't with me when I left.
Maybe if a piece of him is with someone else, they can
How are you settling in
reincorporate
with
him
the new
into the
ambassador?
greater whole?
Fine. Fine.
I don't know.
Well, if you do have any problems with the ambassador, I hope you'll let me know.
Is there a problem?
What?
I said, is there a problem?
Is there a
No.
piece of Kosh? Yes, Sheridan.
Everything's fine.
You have a piece of
Is there
him.
anything else?
Yes. There's something I need you to do.
Karaoke? Or is Franklin gonna go find him another girl? Such a horn dog. This feels so out of place for Babylon 5. In the whole damn music video. I like that little head throwback. What did you think of that when you first saw it?
Please be seated.
That felt like some TNG shit.
As you know, Mr. Garibaldi recently uncovered information which seems to indicate the Shadows have a weakness. Now, their ships are based on organic technology, which may be vulnerable to telepathic interference. In theory, a telepath might be able to jam their central operating system, leaving them vulnerable to attack.
I noticed a number of conditional phrases in that. Seems to indicate a weakness, may be vulnerable in theory.
Exactly. Maybe we're right, maybe we ain't. Unfortunately, war doesn't tolerate ambiguity.
Need to do a test run.
In a few hours, I'll be leaving on the White Star. I've asked our only resident telepath, Lita Alexander, to come along. She has agreed. We'll take up position in hyperspace as soon as we hear of a shadow attack, We'll jump out and engage one of their fleet ships. There is a second part to this experiment. Even if we succeed in jamming one of those ships, the White Star may not have the firepower to destroy it. If any of you could send along one of your ships as escort...
Only the Jutok is capable of a mission of this nature. I will have to discuss this with her captain.
Anyone else?
You have my bow and my axe.
But if we withdraw our support, the odds of his returning to Babylon 5 are considerably smaller.
We cannot squander our resources, Jakar. If he dies, then he dies.
Not everyone's had a
Ship's lost.
spiritual awakening,
We're
Jakar.
en route to...
Damn, you move quick, Doc. Move quick.
You ready?
As ready as I'll ever be.
Take us in, Mr. Lemire.
Open your mind.
Lita?
All right, we need backup.
I think it knows we're here.
Lita. Lita!
Do you feel Kosh?
Gosh!
They killed him. They tore him apart.
Now tear them apart.
Burn, you bastard.
Yeah, get angry.
Mr. Lanier.
It's not moving.
Open fire. Open fire.
You're gonna do something.
Oh.
Do it
I believe.
now.
Now.
We need more firepower.
More power to the weapon system, Mr. Lanier. Let's see what it takes to kill one of these things.
I'll have to take the jump engines offline. But if I do, we won't be able to make a jump for 20 standard minutes.
Proceed.
That's ballsy. That's ballsy. Oh,
Keep it going, Mr.
suck
Lanier.
it. All right, let's get those engines back online, please.
I'm all right. I just need a moment.
I'm picking up a local disturbance. Reads like a jump point opening.
Is it the Mimbari ship?
I don't think so.
Oh, God, dog. Oh, God, dog. That's a lot.
We've got 4.
That's
We
a
keep
lot.
4 shadow vessels.
We have a problem.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Run for it.
Captain Sheridan,
Yes, Captain.
monitor your situation. Moving to intercept.
Come on, Mimbari telepath. Handle your business.
Can we fire?
Weapon system at 60% of normal. Not enough to hurt it.
If there's anything you can do, now would be a good time.
That last one took everything I had. I can't get
Give
through.
her some spice.
Shadow vessel.
Give her some
locking on.
dust.
Their weapons are at full strength. We're not gonna make it.
Narn? My Narn brothers? There you are.
Bring us around, fast. We can add our firepower to theirs.
Coming about.
This is Jakar to White Star. Are you all right?
Yes, for now. Thanks for coming.
Oh, I'm not on the Jutok, Captain. and I brought some friends.
Nice.
They ran. Yes, they did, Mr. Lanier. They did indeed.
And so it begins.
Gosh. Yes, your part of your consciousness lives.
I'm sorry, I thought you knew.
Knew what?
She was diagnosed with terminal neural paralysis a little over
Oh,
2
look at me
years ago,
jumping to
just before you got here.
conclusions.
Incurable.
That she's a drug addict. She needed it
took
for
pretty hard.
pain.
She had a pretty good career going back home as a
That's
singer.
legit. Well, shit. The alien device, dude. You can save her. You can save her, dude. You save her life, Steve. You save her life. You know there's technology that can do it. You know it exists.
Give her whatever she needs for as long as she needs it, all right?
Before, I told you I don't have a piece of cash. But it's possible. I don't know for sure, but it may be. Someone else does.
I gave you love, you gave me fire. I took you in, you took me higher. If I wasn't what you wanted, then tell
Good episode. Be right back with you. It'll be a bad guy of the week. What the fuck was I thinking? This is Babylon 5. That was Babylon 5, Season 3, Episode 18. Great episode. Great episode. What? I mean, they followed up an amazing two-parter with another great episode. So we now know that telepath can in fact hurt shadow ships. They were able to use them to shut them down and then blow them to hell. We have Jakar rallying not only Narn, but the non-aligned worlds. Non-aligned worlds? The aligned worlds. I don't know. You know who I'm talking about. He got all the other ships to show up too. Like, Jakar is the leader we need for all the non-human and Minbari. Like, he can unite them. And he does a hell of a job doing it. Yeah, and they showed up and they whooped some shadow ass. And now we have information. We met the new Vorlon, who is to be called Kosh because all are Kosh. Because maybe they all share some sort of consciousness or something. I don't really know yet. I'm sure they'll touch on it later. And yeah, that's pretty awesome. Now, for the B plot, we had Franklin, or we'll call him Steve. He's on a walkabout trying to find himself, and he meets this hot singer in Down Below. And being Franklin, he of course goes back to her room and bangs her, because Franklin is all about Franklin is all about getting him some action, and that's what he does. And she asks him for drugs, and I think, oh, she's an addict, like you're an addict, and addicts attract addicts and all this shit. And then she takes his card and gets the drugs, and then she passes out with the drug in her hand. And I'm thinking what Franklin's thinking. She's a damn druggie, took my card to get high, and she OD'd. They subverted my expectations because, in fact, she is terminally ill and dying and cannot afford the pain meds. She wasn't trying to get high. She was just trying to even out the pain to go about her business. That's why she drinks so much. Ease the pain. And by the end, he's like, give her whatever she needs. But what bothers me, and I mentioned it throughout the episode, Franklin, Steve knows for a fact there is alien tech that can save her life. If you like her, and I think you do, how could you not? She's beautiful, great smile, can sing, oh my god, perfect. And no, you would go get that alien tech and you would give her some treatments, maybe find some people to volunteer for the treatments to give a little bit of life force. Because you're not going to kill him. You're going to do what the old lady did, just a little bit at a time. You could heal her. So you better do it, Franklin. She better show back up with you and that damn alien tech, and you better save her goddamn life. Because if you don't, you're a piece of shit. Because you know you can save her. So you better do it. That's why they should not introduce things like that. Because I'm going to think constantly, why aren't you using that tech? It's out there. Do it. Do it. But yeah, great episode. Babylon 5, you're kicking ass. We have what? 19, 20, 21, 20. We got 4 episodes left. Is it 4? Yeah, 4. 4 episodes to go in season 3. Cannot wait. Wait to start season 4 and beyond, because Babylon 5 is amazing. And you're all amazing. Everyone's amazing. I just feel amazing after I watch it. Hopefully you enjoyed this reaction. If you did, continue to come on the journey with me. Like, comment, share, subscribe. Patreon link in the description below. This is Mega signing off.